want you to now join me in welcoming the author, executive coach, and pencil partner, Ora Shtull.
Good evening. I've known about pencil for years and years, but it was only after last year's dinner, much like this, that I finally said, hey, I can do that, and I became a pencil partner. I wish I had done it sooner. At last year's dinner, my brother-in-law, Charlie Bendit, was honored. He was honored for a 10-year contribution which had a huge impact on a high school, the Truman High School in the Bronx. I finally had a chance to ask Charlie, what have you been doing for 10 years? And I was expecting some superhuman answer. Instead, I got a very simple response. Charlie said, I coached the principal. Coached the principal? When I heard that, my brain said, hey, I can do that. Now, let me explain. I don't profess to even have half of Charlie's charms. But coaching, I can do. By profession, I'm an executive coach, which means that I coach executives, senior executives in New York's companies every day of the week. Even my Twitter handle is Coach Ora. So I said, I can do that, and became a pencil partner. I was paired with Sean Mingar, who is the co-founder and principal of the Baychester Middle School in the Bronx. And Sean is here somewhere out there. Sean is an extraordinarily talented leader. And I must say he is as gifted, if not more so, than the many executives I work with in the private sector every day. But there is a big difference. Sean does what he does so brilliantly with far fewer resources, far greater challenges, far greater constraints than any executive I've ever worked with. You have to be a miracle worker to be a successful principal in this city, and Sean is. In the course of our conversations, Sean shares his wish list with me, and there's small things and often really big things on it. Things like help clearing out this room that's stuffed with old computers and old desks so the kids have somewhere to sit. Transforming a rooftop space into a green instructional area. A basic after-school program with things like dance and art. And something a little bit more serious, exposure to careers that are motivating and inspirational for the kids. Every single New York City principal has a wish list, and much longer than that. And here's something that I know for sure. If you're experienced, if you're good at something, if you like to do something, if you love to do something, there is something on someone's wish list that you can help cross off. And to do that, you simply say, hey, I can do that, and you become a pencil partner. Now, on your table, there are these blue cards, not to be confused with the menus, which are also blue. They say report cards on them. They're actually homework. But actually, let's talk about it as report cards, because this is probably the first time in your life where you actually get to fill out your own report card. The nice thing about being a pencil partner is you can do whatever you want to do. So I'm going to ask you this evening, each of you, if you haven't already, to take the time to fill out your report card. Because I know there's something that each of us can do, and even if it's something very, very small, it helps transform the lives of some kid in a really, really big way. So a little later, I'm going to ask you to find a pencil. That should be no problem in this room. Fill out these blue cards and put them in the white envelopes along with the white cards this evening. Thank you. In closing, I want to say that it's really a privilege to be a pencil partner. One thing I've certainly learned is that when you give, you grow. When you provide, you prosper. So tonight, I want to thank the wonderful people behind Pencil, to Lisa Bellsberg, to Michael Haberman, to Dave Barger, to members of the board, to the amazing administration and staff, and to other partners who give their time and their resources to Pencil. Thank you.